It's very painful to watch people settle for a plastic, soul-crushing commuter car just because they're afraid of a repair bill. While everyone is fighting over boring, overpriced hatchbacks, they are completely missing these 7 cheap cars that make you look like a millionaire for under $10,000. These cars are the visual gold mines, machines that command respect at a valet stand but cost less than a used Corolla. Today, I'm revealing the status arbitrage, where you get world-class presence and elite comfort for a fraction of the market price. The last car on this list is a secret so well kept, people will genuinely think you inherited a fortune. Stick around for the Millionaire's cheat sheet at the end so you never get scammed on these deals. If you're new here, this is Car Goldmine, where we expose the luxury market's best-kept secrets. Hit that like button, share this with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe so you never miss another gold mine. Without any further delay, let's dive in. The value gap. Before I reveal these 7 cars, you need to understand something that separates old money from new money. Here's what wealthy people figured out decades ago. The flashiest car in the parking lot is almost never owned by the richest person there. Real wealth whispers. It doesn't scream. Old money buys depreciated luxury. They let someone else take the $50,000 hit, then they swoop in and collect the value. New money, they finance brand new BMWs at 8% interest and wonder why they're broke. There's something I call the visual age phenomenon. Some cars age like milk. They look dated within 3 years. Others age like fine wine. They still turn heads a decade later. The cars on this list were specifically chosen because they've barely aged visually. Park one next to a brand new luxury sedan, and most people couldn't tell you which one cost more. That's status arbitrage in its purest form. Luxury cars depreciate brutally because wealthy buyers get bored. They want the newest model, the latest tech refresh. So, they dump perfectly functional machines for pennies on the dollar. But here's the beautiful part. Most luxury cars share their mechanical guts with reliable economy vehicles. You get the visual presence of wealth with maintenance costs closer to a Camry. That's the game. And once you understand it, you'll never look at the used car market the same way again. Car number 7. Jaguar XJ-X35. 2011 to 2013. We're starting with pure automotive royalty, the legendary Jaguar XJ, specifically the X351 generation from 2011 to 2013. If you want to look like you own a hedge fund, this is exactly where you begin. Why it's ignored? People hear Jaguar and immediately think reliability nightmare. They picture Lucas Electronics catching fire. That fear, mostly outdated, has absolutely cratered resale values. The visual gold mine. The XJ has a roofline that flows like liquid metal from windshield to tail. The interior is draped in stitched leather and real wood veneer. The presence is unmistakably executive class. Park this at a restaurant valet and nobody questions whether you belong. This is a car that CEOs and diplomats drove when new, the mechanical reality. Here's what fearmongers won't tell you. The 2011 to 2013 XJ with the 5.0L naturally aspirated V8, engine code AJ133, is genuinely reliable when maintained. No supercharger complexity, no forced induction stress. The key is avoiding air suspension. Mechanics who buy these hunt for steel spring suspension models. Air suspension replacement runs $3,000. Steel springs basically nothing. The status math. A clean 2012 Jaguar XJ with a naturally aspirated V8 and steel suspension trades between $8,500 and $11,000. You're buying a car that cost over $70,000 new. For used civic money, you get British aristocracy. But the next car doesn't just look expensive. It looks like it came from the future. Car number 6. Audi A7 2012 to 2014. This is the car that automotive designers around the world still study for inspiration. The first generation Audi A7, built between 2012 and 2014. Why it's ignored? German maintenance anxiety. People see four rings and assume their wallet is about to suffer. They've heard horror stories about timing chains, so they run away, leaving incredible deals behind. The visual gold mine. The A7 Sportback silhouette is genuinely timeless. That fastback roofline combined with wide haunches creates a shape that still looks futuristic today. Park a 2013 A7 next to a brand new luxury sedan, and people will guess the A7 is newer. The daytime running lights, the massive single-frame grille, the way the rear hatch integrates into the body, this design hasn't aged a single day. The mechanical reality. Here's the insider information. The 2012 to 2014 A7 came with the 3.0T supercharged V6, not turbocharged, supercharged. This distinction matters enormously. The supercharged 3.0T is widely considered Audi's most reliable modern engine. The supercharger sits on top where it's easily accessible. Enthusiast forums report 200,000 plus miles without internal engine work. The timing chain on this engine is at the front, not buried at the back like the 2.0T. This saves thousands in potential repair costs. The status math. A clean 2013 Audi A7 with the 3.0T trades between $9,000 and $12,000. You're getting a car that still looks like a $60,000 machine. Let that sink in for a moment. But we're just getting started. The next car represents technology, Honda built, that nobody remembers exists. Car number 5, Acura RLX, 2014 to 2016. This is the car Honda built to prove they could compete with absolutely anyone. The Acura RLX, 2014 to 2016 model specifically. Why it's ignored. Badge snobbery. People see Acura and think fancy Honda. They don't think flagship luxury sedan, so the RLX sits ignored while people overpay for German alternatives. The visual gold mine. The RLX introduced Acura's jewel-eye LED headlights, those massive, intricate LED arrays that still look cutting-edge today. The front fascia screams expensive technology. Most people who see an RLX assume it costs far more than it does. That visual deception is exactly what we're hunting for. The mechanical reality. The Acura RLX is a Honda legend underneath. The 3.5 LV6 is from Honda's proven engine family, the same architecture that powers millions of reliable Accords and Pilots. But the RLX adds precision all-wheel steer. The rear wheels actually turn slightly to improve handling. This is technology that luxury brands charge premium prices for. The status math. A clean 2015 Acura RLX trades between $8,500 and $11,000. You're buying Honda reliability wrapped in a package that looks like a $50,000 executive sedan. Now, here's where the script flips completely. The next car isn't about reliability. It's about pure visual impact that nothing else can match. Car number 4, Maserati Ghibli, 2014 to 2015. I need you to listen very carefully to what I'm about to tell you right now. The Maserati Ghibli 2014 to 2015 models specifically. This is not a car you buy for bulletproof reliability. This is a car you buy because absolutely nothing else under $10,000 delivers this level of visual impact. Why it's ignored? Depreciation absolutely destroyed these cars. A Ghibli that sold for $75,000 in 2014 now trades for under $10,000. That kind of value collapse scares everyone away. They assume something must be catastrophically wrong. The visual gold mine. Let me be direct. Nothing says millionaire like a Maserati badge. Nothing. Not BMW, not Mercedes, not Audi. The Ghibli has Italian curves that stop people in their tracks. The trident badge on the grille, the quad exhaust tips, the interior leatherwork. This is a car that photographs like it costs 6 figures. Park this at any establishment and people treat you differently. That's the uncomfortable truth about human psychology, and the Ghibli exploits it completely. The mechanical reality. Here's the honest assessment. The Ghibli uses a Ferrari-derived 3.0L twin-turbo V6. Yes, Ferrari was involved in the engine development. That's your talking point at parties. But the electronics are Chrysler-sourced. Maserati was owned by Fiat Chrysler when this car was built. The infotainment system ages poorly. Electrical gremlins are common. This is a car you buy for weekends and special occasions. You don't daily drive it unless you've budgeted for maintenance. The status math. A 2014 Maserati Ghibli with higher mileage now trades between $9,000 and $12,000. You're buying Italian exotic presents for Honda Civic. Money. Is it the most reliable car on this list? Absolutely not. Is it the most visually impressive? Without question. Everything changes with the next car. We're going back to American muscle, but wrapped in a package that most people mistake for something far more expensive. Car number 3, Chrysler 300C, 2015 to 2017. This is the car that proved America could absolutely build a proper executive sedan. The Chrysler 300C, specifically the 2015 to 2017 facelift models that refined everything. Why it's ignored. Chrysler doesn't have prestige. When you tell someone you drive a Chrysler, they think rental cars and fleet vehicles. They don't think luxury. And that perception gap is your opportunity. The visual gold mine, the 300C, has been called the baby Bentley since it launched. And the comparison isn't accidental. The massive chrome grille, the squared-off proportions, the imposing road presence, the 2015 facelift refined everything. The LED lighting, the interior materials, the overall execution. This is a car that commands respect through sheer visual mass. The mechanical reality. Under that hood sits the 5.7L Hemi V8. This is one of the most proven, most understood V8 engines in modern production. Parts are everywhere. Any shop can work on it. The Hemi has been refined across millions of vehicles over decades. The 8-speed ZF transmission backing this engine is the same unit found in BMWs, Jaguars, and Maseratis. It's not Chrysler-developed, it's borrowed from the best, the status math. A clean 2016 Chrysler 300C with the Hemi V8 trades between $8,000 and $11,000. You're getting legitimate V8 power, genuine executive presence, and maintenance costs that won't destroy your finances. This is the ultimate boss car for people who understand value. But the next car combines something the 300C can't offer. Japanese reliability with visual impact that rivals anything from Germany. Car number 2, Lexus GS 350, 2013 to 2015. This is what happens when Toyota finally decides to make Lexus exciting again. The 4th-generation Lexus GS 350, built between 2013 and 2015. Why it's ignored. People still think of Lexus as grandpa cars. They remember the soft, wallowy sedans from the early 2000s. They don't realize that the 2013 redesign changed everything. The visual gold mine. The 2013 GS introduced Lexus's spindle grille, that massive aggressive front fascia that completely transformed the brand's visual identity. This car looks nothing like the conservative Lexus sedans that came before. The sharp body lines, the aggressive wheel arches, the athletic proportions. Park a 2013 GS 350 next to a current luxury sedan, and it holds its own completely. This design still looks contemporary. The mechanical reality. The GS 350 uses the 2GR FSE 3.5L V6, producing 306 horsepower. This engine family has proven itself across millions of Toyota and Lexus vehicles. It's essentially bulletproof with basic maintenance. The rear-wheel drive platform gives you proper sports sedan handling. The interior quality is exactly what you'd expect from Lexus. Everything works, nothing breaks, and the materials age gracefully. The status math. A clean 2014 Lexus GS 350 with reasonable mileage trades between $9,000 and $13,000. You're buying Toyota reliability wrapped in a package that looks 10 times more expensive than any ES350. This is the visual upgrade for people who understand that image matters, but reliability matters more. Let that sink in for a moment. Now we arrive at the final car, and this one might be the single best-kept secret in the entire used car market. People will genuinely think you inherited a fortune when they see this in your driveway. Car number 1, Volvo S90, 2017 to 2018. This is it, the car that completely breaks everyone's brain when they see the price. The Volvo S90, specifically high-mileage 2017 to 2018 models. If you want people to think you're quietly wealthy without saying a single word about it, this is your answer. Why it's ignored. Volvo doesn't have the badge prestige of German luxury. People think safety when they hear Volvo, not status. They picture boxy wagons from the 1980s, not executive sedans that compete with the Mercedes S-Class. And that perception disconnect has created the ultimate buying opportunity. The visual gold mine. The S90 features Volvo's Thor's Hammer LED headlights, those distinctive T-shaped daytime running lights that have become iconic in automotive design. The front fascia is instantly recognizable as something special, but it's the overall proportions that seal the deal. The S90 is long, low, and impossibly elegant. The Scandinavian minimalist interior looks like it was designed by architects, not automotive engineers. Every surface is clean. Every material is premium. This is what old money looks like. Not flashy, not aggressive, just quietly, undeniably expensive looking. The mechanical reality. The 2017 to 2018 S90 uses Volvo's T6 2.0L turbocharged and supercharged 4-cylinder. Yes, it's a 4-cylinder and a flagship sedan, but this engine is both turbocharged and supercharged. It makes 316 horsepower while delivering reasonable fuel economy. The platform is Volvo's SPA architecture, which has proven reliable across millions of global sales. The infotainment is the massive tablet-style Sensus system that still looks modern today. The status math? Here's where your jaw drops. High mileage 2017 Volvo S90s with 80,000 to 100,000 miles now trade at the $10,000 threshold. You're buying a car that costs $55,000. New. A car that still looks like it rolled off the showroom floor yesterday. This is stealth wealth in its purest form. No flashy badge, no aggressive styling, just quiet, undeniable class that makes people assume you've made very good decisions in life. The Millionaire's cheat sheet. All right, you're convinced you want one of these cars. But before you hand over your money, you need insider knowledge that separates smart buyers from victims. The interior inspection. Luxury cars reveal their true history in the interior. Check the leather bolsters, the side parts of the seats where you slide in and out. This is where wear shows first. Cracked bolsters mean the car was used hard. Check the steering wheel leather at 9 and 3 o'clock. Check the armrest. These high-touch areas tell the real story. The badge clean trick. Here's something wealthy people understand. A properly detailed $9,000 car can look like a $40,000 car. Professional detailing with paint correction and leather conditioning transforms these vehicles. Budget $200 for detailing after purchase. The visual upgrade is worth every penny. Where to find the deals? Hunt for single-owner listings from professionals and retirees. These buyers maintain their vehicles religiously. Search Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist for private sellers. Look for always garaged and all service records available. Avoid auction cars when possible. The best gold mines come from people who cared. The maintenance reality. These cars cost more to maintain than a Corolla, but they cost dramatically less than buying new. A $500 repair on a $9,000 Jaguar is still cheaper than a $400 payment on a boring hatchback you'll make for 60 months. Let's bring this home. You now understand something that 95% of car buyers never figure out. Status arbitrage is real. You can look like a millionaire without spending like one. the Jaguar XJ for British aristocracy, the Audi A7 for futuristic design, the Acura RLX for tech-forward reliability, the Maserati Ghibli for pure Italian impact, the Chrysler 300C for American V8 presence, the Lexus GS 350 for bulletproof Japanese style, and the Volvo S90 for ultimate stealth wealth. 7 amazing cars, all under $10,000. All capable of making people assume you've made it in life. Which one would you put in your garage? Drop your answer in the comments below. I read every single one. Now, here's the thing. We've got 2 more videos on cheap luxury cars waiting for you on this channel right now. If you enjoyed this breakdown, you're going to absolutely love what's coming next. The videos are on screen. Click either one, and I'll see you there.